And welcome back to Hold It L squared 2, whatever
Squared
the hell you want to
2.
call it. I'm gonna keep calling it squared because
I
I love
think
the idea of it getting called squared.
I mean the logo is supposed to be squared, as you can see there. We've got
Yeah,
L squared and actual L squared. So
exactly. So
yeah,
like it just makes sense to me. But we got a interesting matchup. We've got Minty back on the Joker and Lance on
the
Chub on
Bowser.
Bowser, which is
So
not what I saw him play against me the other day. But
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I think a few of us were expecting the Pokemon Trainer, of course, perhaps the
Mhm.
ZSS, and the Link apparently. But
Yeah,
this isn't
this
too
was.
surprising because Chub does have a Wi-Fi Bowser. Like obviously when he plays Wi-Fi, he doesn't necessarily like to bring out the ZSS. But
Mm.
more so prefers to play some Wi-Fi characters such as Bowser. So it'll be an
Yeah.
interesting dynamic here because Bowser is always combo food for a top tier like Joker.
Mm.
But that being said, like any little mess ups that Minty's gonna make, Bowser's gonna just capitalize on that and dish out a lot of damage.
For sure. I feel like one thing from like the last game she played, she was giving a lot of respect to her opponent, and I don't know if that's necessarily the play when dealing with Bowser. I feel like he's one of the characters where you can actually kind of like button mash right into him because there's
Yeah.
not much he can do about it. So hopefully we don't see that happen again. But right now it's like percent wise, it's definitely in Chubb's favor, but this can easily turn around for Bowser. As quickly as Bowser can kill someone, someone can kill Bowser as fast. It's like I would know. I play Falco.
Yeah,
He dies very quickly to
exactly. Yeah.
everything.
In terms of this percent disparity, though, um,
Ooh.
if I was Minty, I'd be still wanting to do a lot more work here, just because obviously Bowser kills a lot earlier than most characters. But getting into the 120s here, missing the F smash.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
gonna
okay.
kill. Yeah, small battlefield has lowered smaller blast zones from what I understand. So yeah,
Yeah,
even
I'm not
from
sure
this,
about the side blast zones, but the ceiling is definitely more like FD, so basically smaller than original Battlefield. So
uh, so far Chubb's just running away with this. There's this is like the least ideal situation you want to be against in Bowser, because once Bowser has like a stock lead, like his goal is then to just get as much percent as possible.
yeah,
Because if you can finally get rid of him, because he's at 170%, then he's like, okay, now I just throw out all my kill moves, which is
yeah.
half his kit. So
Means you're going for an ambitious roll read there. Bowser on 183. She really needs to find this stock, and it's something that we saw quite a few times in her previous set as well. Sometimes she just has like her neutral can be fine. She racks up her combos great, but it's just that securing that kill can be a little problematic for her.
I was noticing a bit earlier on in the start of that, like, in a position where some characters could usually just go for like a quick edge guard, she just opted to, not do it. At least there she went for
though.
Right, at least there she went for it and definitely closed out the stock, but she is now a full stock behind. Oh, I thought the flame breath pushed him away from the ledge for a second there.
Nah, she's chilling. Alright, yeah, so nice little bait and punish there. Isn't able to actually get the punish though. Yeah, Arsene still has just about a third. So hopefully she can get as much mileage as she can out of it. Ooh, that was a pretty, that was pretty unlucky on the grab, to be honest. That seems like max range too. Yeah, Chub getting some pretty good grabs here.
Lance's like edge game against Minty has been just phenomenal for the most part. Like she's always like, I don't think, like, once she's in a disadvantageous position, she's finding it very hard to get out of it. She's trying many options, but like Lance is like ready for a lot of them.
Yeah. Alright, sitting 123 on Minty. Ooh, rolling straight into that flame breath.
That's an easy 40% right there.
Yeah. We're gonna see if she can start something here with the Arsene. There you go, grab.
Oh,
Ooh. Doesn't buffer the forward S, isn't able to get the combo.
Shit, like, at this point, she has to either get both stocks off Lance with this one Arsene, or kill him once, and then hope that he gets another Arsene, and that is not happening. That will not be happening today.
Back throw, just straight into Bowser's arms.
Yeah, look, bit of a strong showing from Lance so far. Wasn't sure what to expect with the Bowser, but that's definitely a good showing so far. Do we expect a character switch from either of them?
I don't think so. I mean, obviously Minty does have the Ganon in the back, but I think she's very incessant on like making sure she sticks with the Joker. And I remember I was listening to some of her reflection, and she was like, there are times where she could switch to Ganon, but she doesn't really learn from the set, and she's trying to really like maximize the Joker, take it seriously. Then she's got to experience the losses too.
Sure.
So, but yeah, we'll see what the counter pick here is. I assume that, well, on small battlefield, I believe that was. Sure, that was Minty's pick, I believe. So,
Well, battle. Yeah, I believe so.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get just a run back there. As for any other stages, I'm not particularly sure. I mean, PS2 wouldn't be too bad. Town and City, although maybe that might not be the best because Bowser kills super early. But we'll see.
Same characters. I think we're going onto the same stage. Nope, we are on PS2 by the looks of it. And
indeed.
So, what's her game plan from here on out? Like a lot of the last game was her being in disadvantage, especially once she was like a full stock down.
Yeah.
So, ooh,
that's a really nice start.
that's what you want. You want to bait them into getting pineapple. That's exactly I'm sure what she was going for there.
But hey, PS2 does that. PS2 does that.
Oh, dude. The number of times it just happens. Like whenever I'm in that position, I always try and angle it because I'm like, I'm not risking it. I'm not risking just going straight up. But at this point, like this is going to be really good for Minty because I feel like she needs some time to figure out like what her game plan against Bowser will be because she definitely didn't get much time to think about that in the last game.
Yeah.
So
and part of that could just be that like she's holding forward a little much. She is trying to slow down the pace of the game at times. But in terms of just being very aggressive and just selecting a lot of like options with high commitment,
yeah,
we just see a dash attacking all over the place. Goes unpunished, so good job on her. Pretty lucky.
All right, the Arsene is out. This is going to make it a bit harder for Bowser to deal with any of her attacks, but it doesn't mean that she's lost many more kill power. That was a very delayed roll read there.
Yeah, it was. She had the idea, just the execution was a little slow.
Yeah. I'd say, I'm just trying to think like what, yeah, like when I'm thinking like the last game and compared to this game, there is definitely a bit more patience, and she's giving herself a bit more time to actually think about where she should be.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Good the jump with the back air.
I wish we get that Joker. I wish we get the Joker's up. He has such big range, and that is probably going to kill.
Ooh, I don't know if the DI,
almost.
I don't know if the DI was good there. I'm not sure.
That was almost max range. That's almost max range Bowser against a 144 Joker. Joker's tall character, but not particularly heavy either. So I'm not surprised that it killed. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Ooh, that could have been a really big punish there, but only opted for the F tilt. And like, there was some feedback that we were receiving from Minty last set in round 1, and a lot of that could just be chopped down to her Joker sometimes plays like a Ganon, and you can sort of see in areas or times when she just throws out the F tilt, and thinking it would kill, because that's obviously what would happen with Ganon, and same with these dash attacks. But thankfully, Joker at least has a pretty good dash attack. Of course, in Arsene, it could be similar to that of Ganon's.
It's definitely weird switching from like one really like basically completely different fundamental character to another. Like you're going from like small quick attacks with like a few fast like strong options to from like what every attack will kill you at probably 50%.
Yeah.
So.
But that's exactly what she's picking up this character, as well as being a huge Persona fan. So.
Oh, for sure. Still remember the first Persona, first Joker game was a bit of a shit show, but definitely compared to how she's doing now, like much better.
Yeah.
So far, stock lead wise, pretty much she's got like that first thrown stock from Chub has definitely put her in the driver's seat of this game.
Yeah.
But Chub has done a good job of like somewhat keeping like percents even if she's not like closeouting stock. Even if he's not able to close out stocks, like
right. Okay. And, good DI this time,
Yep. Like I don't think she'll be surviving another one of those if she gets caught by that again. But so far,
yeah, sort of slowing the pace. Oh, gets caught by the F tilt. That's super good range all the way around.
Like on paper, this looks like a good, like percent wise, this looks good. But against Bowser at like what? This is like now 2/3 rage. He's
Yeah.
like, this is not
Anything can
something you
happen.
want to be stuck in, because like if he gets one small combo that racks up maybe 50%, and then one good hit could kill him right. It could kill her right there. So Lance still has definitely got this in the bag. So Minty has to close this out as quickly as possible at this
Yeah,
rate.
has to be very careful doing so. Arsene just about online. Whoops, that's my battery.
The low battery. Oh no. Don't want that happening. Charge your batteries, kids. Because you don't want to deal with.
But as we're seeing, this this deficit, Chub is making it up very quickly.
This is basically this is basically even percent.
Basically even, yeah. Arsene is almost out too.
This is not where. Oh my god. She now has to build up that Arsene again if she wants a chance. Like, wait, at this, like, it's this or go for like a ballsy edge guard, and haven't really been seeing much of that. I've seen one good edge guard in the first game, but after that, it's been a little bit lackluster. And
that's gonna kill.
Yeah, that's max rage 90%. That's done. That's very unfortunate because it definitely looked like she had that confidence going into most of that game until the last stock came around, and it just sort of fell apart from there.
Yeah, there seemed to be a bit of, I mean, she has the confidence, like, during that neutral, but once she starts choking that, and Lance was able to get back in the game, it was quite difficult for her to just sort of, like, just adapt.
Yeah.
Like, and plenty of times, like, wow, that, I'm trying to think, like, like how can she do this? I think she wasn't really grabbing too much, I noticed, and Joker Jokers love to get a lot of mileage off those grabs. So we're running it back to PS2.
Yeah. Good stuff from Lance though, coming back from a full stock deficit, having thrown the first stock
SD in
away.
like 20
That's
seconds.
what you like to see. You like to see those really good comebacks, and I feel like he capitalized incredibly well in that scenario. That down B is a bit questionable, but doesn't get punished for it, so I guess whatever works.
Oh, pineapple herself.
Ye old PS2 pineapples. It's
pineapple giveth, pineapple take away.
Yes, for sure. So now it's Sarah playing on the back. Yeah, this is like again. I did say before the Joker that Bowser's good at coming back from things like this, but Joker being a top tier also is really good at coming back from stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally a comeback character. He's got Arsene in that kit. DLC.
Going for that heavy read there doesn't really work out for her, but yeah, I feel like she's. I don't know if she's panicking. I feel like she's still a bit like she's still trying to keep her calm, but like her Arsene's down now. She's down to full stock. This is like not where you want to be in the first minute of your third game.
Oh, yep. That's gonna know.
Wow.
These flying slams. Chub's getting a lot of mileage out of these flying slams.
Yeah. It's like is the blast zone the same, similar to how sorry, not PS2, how Small Battlefields is, or I swear it's a bit.
The ceiling on PS2 is a lot smaller, so.
Ah, well, there you go. And we're already down to last stock, 56%. The Arsene is out, but she is like she basically has to pull a miracle out of this one. No, it's not doable. It's just going to be very difficult for her to do so.
Oh, exactly.
And looked like she wanted to go for the edge guard there, but just didn't pull it out as quickly
once again,
as she wanted
opting for
to.
the F tilt instead of the grab there. Like Joker once again gets a lot of mileage off the grabs. Ooh, tried to go for the MK Leo combo. Sort of missed the fast fall in the up air there, but that was really nice. At least it gives her a bit of control there. There you go.
She's still thinking about like what she needs to be doing, which is good.
Yeah.
It's not like she's like kind of like completely given up, which is never something you want to be in, because you can always come back from stuff like this. It's just right now it's going to be pretty hard for her to do so. Lance is doing a really good job of like she's at 176%, and he's not giving her many options to deal with that. Ooh, misses the regrab. Yeah.
Nice, good
edge
guard.
Yeah, there we go. Good edge guard there. I want to see more of that from her, because I feel like that's where Joker excels a lot. Like her offstage game is probably one of the best.
Here we go. Nice little conversion, taking him coast to coast.
So far, that Arsene meter is only about like a third of the way through right now. There's a lot more to fill up in that gauge, and
oh, that was really nice. She had the read, but just sort of was a little too spaced back.
Yeah. So Lance just needs to keep doing what he's been doing so far. It's been really generally decent spacing and just punishing like just the whiffed moves that Joker's throwing out.
Yeah.
I feel like she's kind of struggling to figure out like what approach option
Yeah,
she's
she's trying to
got
approach
here.
this really slowly, but that's
it,
gonna be the game.
That's gonna be game.
3-0
GG,
for Chub. Still a pretty decent showing from Minty, all things considered. That last game especially, she sort of, even though she was put on the back foot very early on, she kind of adapted as we saw at the end there, just sort of slowing down the game, being very methodical in her approaches, just trying to weave her way in slowly. And she was able to get quite a bit off. Like when Joker's combos land, they land pretty hard. So
yeah, good stuff from Lance though, keeping it clean and just closing it out really well.
yeah, I mean, and that at the end there, that parry up tilt, like can't really do much about that. But you see her just sort of trying to slowly weave in, just with the down tilts, the up tilts, but then gets the unsafe nair, gets parried, and unfortunately takes an up tilt for it.
Yeah, well, that's how Smash is.